Hey there, Sarah with Next Gen Medium. I'm a psychic medium intuitive. Another way I like to say that is that I've discovered how to use my soul abilities, psychic, medium, intuitive, and even healing. And I believe everybody has these abilities. And my mission is to make you aware that you do too, and to help you uncover and discover them for yourself. So I do that with my website, nextgenmedium.com. I do that with my podcast on Apple and Google and Spotify, very popular on Spotify. Very popular. I sound like Donald Trump. And I give my experience and hope that it resonates with you and for you to go and uncover and discover it for yourself, your own personal journey, because that's what it is. One of the things I like to do is go to Reddit, see what kind of questions people have, and see what 2 cents I can add to the conversation. And today we're going to the subreddit of mediums. And someone dreamed about a dead person that they've never met. Okay, let's get into this. This one's a bit of a lengthy one, so let's do this. It starts like this. 2 days ago, I was talking with a friend about how I was going to quit my job and be a full-time psychic or maybe a medium to help people connect with lost loved ones. It was sort of a joke. But I do come from a family that works with the spirit world. That side of the family is in another country, though, and I'm in the States, so I've never formally been taught anything by any of them. That night, I had a dream that I met this man at a carnival of sorts. It was crowded, but there was no music or noise, like people playing games or having fun. Everyone was just walking around, all wearing white shirts and pants, jeans, skirts, but everyone had on a white top. I couldn't really see anyone's faces when I looked directly at them, but if we were passing them, or if it was in my peripheral view, I could kind of see them. So this man introduced himself to me at the beginning of the dream when I met him near what I can only assume to be the entrance or front gate of this carnival. I typically know I'm dreaming when I'm asleep, and it was no different, and I tried to remember his name. The whole dream was just us walking through this crowd. Sometimes he'd pull me, sometimes I'd pull him, but we were mostly walking between people, passing rides that didn't seem to be on or moving, even though the people were. This is an interesting dream. And I'm drawing a lot of metaphors in this. Then we got to a row of turnstiles. He turns to me and I see his face, even though it's the same as the rest of the dream. If I look too long, it becomes harder to process. He kisses both my cheeks and says his name again, holds both my hands in his hands, turns, walks through the turnstiles, gets on a boat, and I wake up. In the dream, I could feel myself waking up, so I wrote his name on a piece of paper and kept repeating it until I woke up. Then I completely forgot his name until I got home from work. When I Googled it, one of the first results was a memorial foundation that helps feed people. The day I made the joke and had the dream was November 6th. And in the state where his family is from, they had a food drive that day. Reading about him, he would be the same age today. I currently work for Meals on Wheels. So maybe the connection we both have is that we want people to eat. He passed in 2007 though, so I don't know why I dream about him now. I'm looking for any thoughts you all might have. I'd ask my mother, but she's really hesitant when it comes to talking about stuff like this, as I think there may be some trauma she associates with practicing, which is why she only told me a few things, like how some of my cousins and I are able to see the dead and heal bones. When I was younger, I used to see spirits and do energy work, but between the ages of 26 and 34 now, I felt like that connection was missing inside of me. The dream I had 2 nights ago didn't feel the way it used to feel. It felt easy, as though this is just what happens. You dream about someone, you help them find the turnstiles. At no point was I asking why I was there. I didn't feel fear or any other strong emotion. Just need. Like I needed to make sure we didn't lose each other. But even that wasn't a strong feeling because we were both making sure to stay close to each other till the turnstiles. Anyway, the insight y'all give each other in this community is always really helpful. So if y'all have any thoughts, please feel free to share. If you feel like knowing his name might help you with input, please DM me, as I'd like to respect his family's privacy. Thank you in advance. Now, there was an edit added into this. I just want to be clear about what I'm asking because I'm not asking for a dream interpretation. I know that's not what this community is for. I just wanted some guidance, if any of you have any. I've never dreamt about someone, gotten their name, verified that they were a real person, and that they're no longer living. I don't know if this is what it's supposed to be like, or if I'm supposed to do anything, or have I already done it? I'm just really clueless. Wow. Okay. So my thing, and I feel like all we have right now when it comes to understanding the spiritual world and this stuff, first of all, is the question of, does it exist? I don't know if we can ever be 100% about that. But I feel like, for myself, my own truth, I am 99% sure that there's more to this existence than the physical world that we share and we know and accept as our reality. I think there's more to our reality, and I think you are experiencing that. So when it comes to dreams, going to my theory, I think dreams are a way for us to get in touch with that higher part of ourselves, or even be influenced externally by source or God, or what else do people credit? Guides, stuff like that. For me, I don't care who the external influence is. I know that the external influence has got my back, is trying to give me information. And I feel like when we don't pay attention to it in our waking life, that stuff appears in our dreams. Maybe even hijacks our dreams. And I think this instance is very parallel to an experience that I had that sent me over the edge from, is this real? Is this really happening? Am I capable of doing this stuff? To, holy shit, this stuff is really real. This is evidence. You received evidence of your abilities. I think now is your choice to bring it to your waking life. Now is your choice to start getting into it and finding the evidence in your waking life. For me, it was through a meditation. And like you, I had an experience with someone who'd passed. Now I know in my meditation that this was someone who passed. However, the information I was given was information I had no idea about, multiple points of information. Once I was able to talk with someone who knew this person, that someone was able to confirm these points of information, which became evidence for me, which changed my view, changed my reality. And I'm wondering if you're in that place right now. I guess my question to you would be, have you had a spiritual awakening? That was a big deal for me. That was a time when I could open up to an immense amount of possibility and connection like no other. No other time. I haven't felt it in quite a while. But that was the first time a couple years ago that I'd felt anything like that before. And it was almost like constantly tripping for, or at least what I would imagine tripping to feel like. I don't know. But constantly tripping for like 2 months. And I'm wondering if maybe this kind of experience is changing you, changing your reality, if it's happening right now. What I'm a big advocate for, this is your journey. Only you can provide the answers you need for the mission that you develop, that you uncover. There was a pattern I was seeing in my own life that makes sense of my mission, that I continue and that I will continue. And that was my mission before all of my spiritual kind of stuff. And it sounds like there's a touching on the possibility of your mission. But also that being in line with a new understanding of reality might be where you're at right now. So you need to explore this. It's pretty amazing. And I think you need to decide what's reality and what's not reality. What are you accepting of your reality? And a lot of that takes a lot of objectifying of yourself and figuring out what's me and what's not me. So, welcome. Good luck. If you want any help, you can take a listen to my podcast. I think my podcast has resonated with a lot of people who may be in the same boat as you. I think you're a little bit further along than other people. I am curious about that genetic component. I think being in families that are more open to this kind of stuff, you're going to see more prevalence of acceptance of this kind of stuff. As for a genetic component of being more able to connect with it, I'm sure that could have something to do with it, but I don't have a decision either way on that. I'm open to possibility with that one. But very interesting. There is a whole lot of metaphor in that carnival. The rides aren't going, but people are walking around like something's going on. White shirts. Are those the people that are on their missions and understand their soul abilities? Are those just regular people, just not aware of the consciousness? Very interesting. Whew. It almost feels like a TV show, the way you wrote this out. So good luck to you. I would recommend checking out my podcast. I have lots of free episodes that you can listen to on Apple Podcasts, on Google, on Spotify. I'm going to name the big three there, but it's anywhere. So check that out. Go to my website, nextgenmedium.com. I also have like a guide that's really straightforward. I try to take as much coloration about spiritual stuff as possible out of the guide. I didn't put it in to begin with, but I just wanted it to be basic building blocks to work off of your foundation, to kind of set you up for a perspective to start from that's very bare bones. That's at my website, nextgenmedium.com. You can get that on PDF, Kindle. Don't get it on Kindle, but Kindle's available, EPUB as well, so you can see it on your tablet or whatever. So check that out. Good luck to you. Very good question. Interesting.